All right, today, lesson 1-7. We're reviewing combinations and comparisons, but we're taking them to the next step. So lots of practice problems. Get ready. Here we go. All right, turn in your books to page number 41. All right, we've done some three-way combinations before, so we're going to review it. Let's look at problems number 1 and 2 together. Now remember, a combination is a way of putting items together. You can find combinations in real-world situations. Here we're using, that's so much fun, ice cream. Okay, we have 3 flavors, 3 kinds of ice cream, and 2 kinds of cones. Chocolate ice cream, peach ice cream, and vanilla ice cream. One in a traditional cone and one in a waffle cone. Okay, look at and review. For review, we take the 3 kinds of yogurt, I guess it's yogurt, not ice cream, times the 2 kinds of cones, and that gives us a total of 6 combinations of ice cream or yogurt cones we can purchase. Okay. Now, if we have all 6 of those, we still have 3 kinds of ice cream. Number 2, we have 2 kinds of cones, but now at the bottom, you can see we have toppings. We have peanuts, cherries, granola, or coconut. Now we take those 4 combinations and we multiply by 4. Now that's how we have a 3-way combination. The visual underneath the problem number 2 shows you each of the combinations with the cones and the ice cream, and then adds the word peanuts at the bottom, saying those could have peanuts on the top, cherries, and so forth. So now we take 3 times 2 is 6, and 6 times 4 is 24 combinations, and if you count these out, across the bottom there are 24. Okay, really simple. We did this with the Subway. We did this with the other things the other day. So now I would like you to look at number 3, 4, and 5. Pause your video and complete these problems. We'll check your answers in just a minute. Pause your video and begin. All right. So here we have similar problem, but slightly different numbers. So we have 4 kinds of yogurt times 2 kinds of cones and 3 different toppings. Okay. First we have the yogurt and the cones. You can put parentheses around them. Say do this first. The associated property says it doesn't matter. We can multiply them in any order. But 8 times 3 equals 24 combinations. Okay. And of course, combos. Number 4, Teresa's making dolls. She has 2 outfits, 4 colors of yarn, and 5 choices of shoes. How many different combinations are possible? Okay. Making dolls. We have 2 outfits, 4 different colors of yarn, and 5 different choices for shoes. We put those all together. 2 times 4 is 8, and 8 times 5 is 40 combos. It's a lot of dolls. Okay, number 5, Armando is packing for vacation. Ooh, he's packing clothing. We've done this one before too. 6 shirts, 3 pair of shorts, and 2 pair of shoes. How many different outfits can he make with what he packed for his trip? 6 times 3 is 18, and 18 times 2 is 36 outfits. In this case, it's not combos, it's outfits. It's more specific. Okay, hopefully combinations, for me, one of the easiest of the 5 situations we've done so far. Simply multiplying together and labeling your answer. Now, let's turn the page and look at comparisons. These are the ones that sometimes get you. Okay, let's look at a couple of these and then we'll have you work a little bit. Number 6, and this is page 42. Maria scored 6 points in the basketball game. Suzanne scored 4 times as many points as Maria. How many points did Suzanne score? I like to look at it and first figure out, okay, who scored more? Because that helps me decide what I'm multiplying, what I'm dividing, what I'm doing. If Maria scored 6 and Suzanne scored 4 times as many points, we know Suzanne scored more. So Maria's 6 points times 4 times as many, will equal Suzanne's points. Okay? And Suzanne scored 24 points. Okay? Please pause your video. I want you to work 7, 8, 9, and 10 right now. That's not the rest of the page. Just do 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pause the video and come back and we'll check your answers. All right, let's look at number 7. Ramon scored 10 points at the volleyball game. That was 5 times as many points as David scored. How many points did David score? Hint, did David score more or fewer points than Ramon? Again, look at it. If Ramon scored 10, and that was 5 times as many points as David, Ramon scored more points. Okay, so we're going to be starting with the 10 points Ramon scored and making it smaller because David was, that was 5 times as many. So we can divide by 5, and that will give us David's score. Or we can say 10 times 1/5. Okay? If I rearrange this problem, let me show you this. Instead of looking at it this way, if I rearrange this problem to now multiplication, 5 times D, which we know we can also equals 10, which we're inverse, then we can also write it as 5D, which means the same thing. All those mean the same thing. Final answer, David scored 2 points. So it's 2 points for David. Okay? Now, move this out of the way a little bit. Oops. There we go. Anna has $15 in the bank. Her sister Benita has 1/3 as much money. How much money does Benita have in the bank? Well, if Anna has $15 and her sister Benita has 1/3 of that, we take the $15 divided by 3. She has 1/3 of it. Divided by the denominator 3, and that equals $5 that Benita has. Dana, number 9, has 9 CDs. She has 1/5 as many as Sonia. How many CDs does Sonia have? Well, 9 CDs, and that is 1/5 as many. So now we're going to say that 9 CDs times 5, because that number is smaller, equals 45 CDs that Sonia has. Okay, you got to look which one's smaller, which one's bigger. 9 may have confused some of you. Not sure if you didn't get that one right, look at it again. Have questions, remember, always come up and ask. Mr. Wagner has 32 horses on his farm. He has 4 times as many horses as Mr. Cruz. How many horses does Mr. Cruz have? Okay, Mr. Wagner has 32 horses. That is 4 times as many as Mr. Cruz. Divided by 4 equals how many horses Mr. Cruz has. And so 32 divided by 4 is 8 horses Mr. Cruz has. All right. Now, I want you to look at 11 and 12 and pause your video. Work 11 and 12. Come back. We'll be back with the answers in just a moment. All right. Chester has 49 CDs. Tony has 1/7 as many as Chester. Again, 49. Tony has 1/7 of that. Divide by the denominator 7. And Tony has 7 CDs. Last one, number 12. A pizza restaurant offers 9 kinds of toppings and 2 kinds of crust. A small cafe offers 1/3 as many types of pizzas. How many fewer types of pizzas does a smaller cafe offer? Well, here we have a multi-step problem. We first have to figure out how many kinds of pizzas the pizza restaurant offers. They have 9 kinds of toppings and 2 kinds of crust equals 18 pizzas. Okay, that's part number 1. Now a small cafe offers 1/3 of that. So 18 pizzas divided by the denominator 3 means that the small cafe offers 6 pizzas. Now what does the question say? How many fewer types of pizzas does a small cafe offer? Now we have to subtract 18 minus 6, and they offer 12 fewer types of pizza. Okay, we had to do multiple steps there to figure that out. How many pizzas does the pizza restaurant offer? How many pizzas does the small cafe offer? And then find the difference. 3-step problem. Okay, if you got number 12 right, I'm impressed. Okay, if not, look at how it breaks down. It makes sense. You just got to do each part and finish the problem all together. Multi-step problem. All right, it is time. Give you lots of time to work on it today. hopefully. And your assignment is homework 1-7. And that's just more combinations and comparison problems like we just did. And then let's do remembering 1-7. Let's do problems 1 through 4. Although that didn't show up very well, let me separate that a little bit, rewrite that part right there. Right there. Numbers 1 through 4. Okay. If you want to do number 5, it's a mixed up multiplication chart on the remembering. That's up to you. You do not have to. So homework 1-7, all, or 1-7, all, and remembering 1-7. All right. Good luck.
Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny, lucky gummy bear. I'm a jolly bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a moving, grooving, jamming, singing gummy bear. Oh, yeah.
All right. Work on your homework and remembering. And remember, ask questions if you're stuck. Okay? Good luck.